Cut the chase because I am going to be straight up with you. If you're going to keep listening to Denzel Washington's motivational speeches, nodding your head, catching chills, and then doing nothing with it, stop. Seriously, just stop. You're not inspiring yourself. You're numbing yourself because motivation without action is just entertainment. And you're not supposed to be entertained. You're supposed to be transformed. You keep watching videos of Denzel talking about discipline, hard work, and faith. You hear him say, dreams without goals are just dreams. And you nod in agreement like you just unlocked the secret to life. But then what? You scroll to the next reel. You share it on your story, you quote it in your group chat, but you don't move, you don't change, you don't act. Why? Why do you keep feeding your soul inspiration if you're not going to let it ignite you? Denzel didn't say those words for claps. He didn't get on that stage to be viral. He spoke truth, raw, unfiltered, bone-deep truth, because someone out there needed to wake up. But if you're going to treat his words like background noise, you're not waking up. You're just getting high off motivation and overdosing on nothingness. Stop worshiping. Motivation isn't meant to be worshipped. It's meant to be used. It's the match, but you are the fire. So if you're just lighting matches and never burning anything with them, what's the point? You don't need another video. You need execution. You need discomfort. You need discipline. Because what good is 1,000 speeches if you can't get out of bed at 5 a.m. and start writing that book? What good is motivation if you still haven't built the website, signed up for the class, made the call, or showed up at the gym? Denzel said, ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. So let me ask you, are you stuck in ease right now? Are you stuck in that soft, safe zone of listening, watching, daydreaming without acting? You don't need another reason to feel good. You need a reason to move different. You don't need inspiration. You need execution. You don't need to feel inspired. You need to feel responsible. Responsible for the gifts you've been given. Responsible for your future. Responsible for the fact that there's someone out there who needs the thing you're sitting on. How many times have you heard Denzel say, without commitment, you'll never start, but more importantly, without consistency, you'll never finish? Let that burn into your brain. You will never finish. And yet you sit around with a dozen half-finished dreams because you're addicted to starting and allergic to following through. You love the idea of the grind but hate the taste of the grit. You want to be great, but not enough to be disciplined. You want to be successful, but not enough to sacrifice. Denzel never said it would be easy. He said it would be worth it. So what are you doing? Still on the couch? Still scrolling for your next fix of Monday motivation? Still waiting for something to click, as if action will just magically happen without you deciding to move? It won't. You don't need to feel ready. You need to get up and build readiness through action. You're not inspired. You're addicted to the idea of change. Let's be real. You're not truly inspired by those videos. You're addicted to the feeling. You love that brief electric hit of, I'm going to change my life. But you don't love the uncomfortable silence that follows it. The moment when the music fades and it's just you and the work. That's where most people lose the game. That's where you've been losing. Motivation is not a magic trick. It's a tool. And if you're not using it to build something, you're wasting it. Worse, you're disrespecting it. You're disrespecting the people who fought through the fire to deliver that message. You're disrespecting yourself, and you're disrespecting your future. You don't lack motivation, you lack movement. How many times are you going to hear the same message in different words? Work hard, stay focused, be consistent, keep the faith. Dream big, but put work behind it. Denzel said it, E.T. said it, Les Brown said it, Steve Harvey said it. How many more voices do you need until you finally realize your voice is the one that matters? Motivation is not the missing piece. Movement is. Execution is. Deciding once and for all that you're not just going to be another fan of greatness, you're going to create your own. Stop looking, start becoming. Stop looking for another push. Be your own damn push. Wake up, look in the mirror and say, no more talking, no more planning. No more watching, it's time to become. You can listen to Denzel every single day for the rest of your life, but if you don't back it with sweat, sacrifice, and consistency, you're just dressing laziness up in motivational clothes. It looks good, it sounds deep, but it's still laziness. You've been given every message you need. What's missing is your commitment, your grind, your ability to get up and get to work when nobody's clapping, when nobody's watching, when it's not fun, when it's not glamorous. That's the part of the message that most people skip. They love the speeches, they love the applause, but they're terrified of the quiet grind. Denzel's speeches are a spark, but only you can light the fire, the harsh truth. You keep saying you want to change, But do you really? Because if you did, your actions would already reflect it. You wouldn't be stuck in analysis paralysis. You wouldn't be worried about who's watching. You wouldn't be begging for support from people who never showed up. You would be grinding. You would be building. You would be becoming so dangerous with your consistency that no one could stop you. But instead, you're sitting in circles of inspiration and wondering why you're still stuck. You don't need to circle the message anymore. You need to answer it. You keep listening for permission. Let me be clear. No one is coming to save you. Not Denzel, not a speech, not a miracle. You are the rescue mission. You are the answer. And your future is begging you to finally wake up and act. Final word. Either use it or leave it alone. So here's the real challenge. If you're not going to use the message, stop listening, stop pretending, stop reposting quotes and pretending they're proof of progress. They're not. Progress is when your alarm goes off at 5 a.m. and you get up anyway. Progress is when you're tired, discouraged, and doubting, but you still show up. Progress is when you move in silence and let your results speak volumes. Stop saying you want it, prove it. Stop listening to Denzel's speeches unless you're ready to live them, because the world doesn't need more fans of motivation. It needs more warriors of action. And the next time you press play on that speech, don't just feel it in your chest, feel it in your feet, let it move you. And if you're not ready for that, then press pause. Because motivation without execution is not inspiration, it's self-deception.